Hey Barons, and welcome to the 19th season of BBN. I'm Tori Hirota.
I'm Tonto.
And I'm Anna Norris, and we are your 2020 to 2021 BBN producers.
BBN stands for Baron Broadcast News. We are responsible for producing tri-weekly episodes, as well as assisting the yearbook with the digital video yearbooks.
BBN is an open forum for student expression. We adhere to California Ed Code 48907.
With the purpose of informing and entertaining the student body, BBN is made by the students for the students.
Due to COVID-19, our class has readjusted our production process. The members of our class will be planning, filming, and editing the majority of the videos you will see this season from the comfort of our own homes.
Despite the challenges COVID-19 has brought upon us, we're so excited and thankful to be able to continue making episodes.
And with all that being said, we welcome you to the first episode of Season 19. We hope you enjoy.
Hey David, I can't believe season 19 is already here. I envisioned a lot of things for this season, but one thing I didn't was the first episode aired through online and not on campus.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't expecting this either. I honestly really miss watching episodes on campus. But hey, speaking of campus, did you choose online or hybrid for this semester?
I chose hybrid because I get a little too distracted easily at home, so I'm hoping in the future I can go to school on some days and go to the Huntington Beach Library on the others.
That's a great idea. I hope the Huntington Beach Library is able to open up soon. I heard it has a really interesting history. Do you happen to know anything about it?
I can't say that I do, but I'm ready to learn all about it.
Welcome, all, to Puppet History of Huntington Beach Public Library! Today we'll be discussing the epically rich history of the library full of Pokestops and students cramming for tests, Huntington Beach Public Library. Special guests Mia Iwasaki and Darren Lay, y'all excited?
Yes!
Alright, good, let's go! Our story begins in 1909 when Huntington Beach was first founded. R. Day Blodgett and Mrs. R. H. Lindgren, two Huntington Beach citizens, first thought, what glorious structure can be made for our wonderful citizens? Shazam! A library was agreed upon. The once roofless building now housed 338 books. While the outside of the library sort of looked like a shack, the inside was decorated in a very patriotic manner. However, in 1913, the library board decided it was time for an upgrade and received a $10,000 grant to the new library. This can only mean one thing! We've come to our first question. Alright, let's go! What was this new library called? A. The Walnut Library, B. The Carnegie Library, or C. The Rockefeller Library?
Could it be the Walnut Library?
I'm sorry, Darren, but that is incorrect.
Carnegie Library?
Correct, it was the Carnegie Library, based on the Carnegie Foundation. That's where they got the money from. The library would go on to house a reading lounge, a librarian's office, and a reading department for children. However, this glorious fountain of knowledge would go on to sustain heavy damage in what event? Okay, what event wrecked the Carnegie Library? A. The 1932 termite infestation of Huntington Beach, B. The 1934 Fountain Valley flood, or C. The 1933 Long Beach earthquake. Ooh.
Well, it can't be a flood because of the Dust Bowl.
True!
So, the only reasonable answer could be an earthquake.
Darren, your brain is so massive. That's poggers. Correct, Darren, you got it right! While the original library was sadly destroyed, this marked the wonderful beginning of the Huntington Beach Public Library. However, this first began with the library board completely falling apart. Their former librarian that worked there for 23 years retired. Many went to fight in World War II, and on Friday, the 13th of July, Carnegie Library closed after being in service for 10 years. But, after a long old 27 years, a beautiful man by the name of Walter Johnson would secure the future of Huntington Beach Public Library for all. Huge construction would occur to solidify its position as a wondrous library for all to visit. A few more additions, such as the children's area, and more branches added to the main library shall bring us to present-day times. But before we go, here's a poem by Richard Armour that expressed his love for the library. In this wonderful library one may read, or gaze on a setting of beauty indeed. The outside is much a romance of the ages, as what can be found in the printed pages, and the mind leaps out in a mighty reach, from book to nook to Huntington Beach. For your final task, Mia and Darren, to receive a Puppet Poggers, write a haiku about the library. We'll get to their haikus right after this random transition. Welcome back. Now it's become a poetry slam. Darren, please share your haiku first.
Prepare for a few strong men. Here it comes. 40 years alive, Carnegie closes its eyes. Huntington revives.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Darren, that was beautiful. that was pretty good.
Amazing.
That was really good. Alright, Mia, let's see if you can top that.
I cannot, but mine's just, oh, Huntington Beach. Amazing books on the shelves. Thank you, Carnegie. That's
pretty good.
Simple.
Pretty wholesome. I'm sorry, but Darren, that was beautiful. But anyways, thank you for tuning in to Huntington Beach Puppet History. Thank you all, and hope to see you next time. Never stop loving yourselves, guys. Okay, bye. Wave bye, guess.
Bye.
Thank you, Darren. Thank you, Mia. Okay, bye.
During the summer, Fountain Valley High School students' households were asked to complete a survey about their preferences for the upcoming school year. While most families preferred some sort of in-person instruction, the California governor required that schools and counties on the county monitoring list begin the school year with online instruction only. In preparation for the first semester, students were required to register for the preferred form of instruction from the two options: an online option which would continue distance learning, or a hybrid option which would combine online instruction with in-person instruction. To better understand the different options and reasonings for choosing both, we interviewed two students who chose either the online option or hybrid option for their opinion on the new school year.
Hi, my name is Enya, and I'm going to be a senior this year, and I chose online.
Hi, my name is Lanchi. I'm an upcoming senior, and I chose hybrid.
I chose the online because I thought it would be safer because I'm just at home and I don't have to come in contact with a lot of people.
I chose the hybrid option because I like being in a school environment. At home, I feel a little too comfortable, so it's easy to be distracted.
My personal experience with distance learning last semester was that it was actually pretty good. It was kind of confusing because teachers weren't putting out assignments, but once they started doing that, it was really helpful.
Distance learning last year was a little difficult for me because I felt like everybody was just getting used to the new method of online learning.
I think some things that teachers could do to help students learn better from home is to have pre-recorded videos.
At home, I hope that we'll have more opportunities to communicate with our teachers and communicate with other students.
My decision to do online affected what classes I took because I wanted to take sports medicine, but I don't know the direction that class is going to take if it were to be online.
Regarding AP exams last year, I felt like, there were a lot of significant setbacks. So that was also why I chose hybrid online classes this year.
I hope that safety precautions are taken seriously by students, but that's definitely not a guarantee.
I feel like the students at our school are responsible and they're aware that if they don't follow safety precautions, there will be significant consequences.
I think that the district could have been more effective in letting us know in advance how the upcoming school year would be like, but I understand that it's hard because no one really knows how things are going to turn out. But I do wish that the district was able to come out with the bell schedule ahead of time so that students would be able to know what time they have to wake up and if they have a lunch break in between and things like that.
Hey Jenny, did you know that we're having a virtual club rush next week?
Yeah, I have. I've checked out a bunch of Instagram accounts, and we have so many new clubs this year.
That's awesome. Forgive me for asking, but aren't group activities and volunteering a huge part of being in a club? How are clubs even going to work during this time?
Well, David, when there's a will, there's a way. And our clubs have found lots of cool ways to support the community.
That's great. I think we should always be on the lookout of ways to not only support our community, but support communities across the globe when they need it.
For sure. Tragedies that occur in other places may seem like they're worlds away, but oftentimes they affect people in our own community. Let's look at some ways to help those in need, whether it be through a club or on your own.
This pandemic is a tough time for clubs who need group activities and teamwork to collaborate. But despite quarantine, many clubs have managed to stay in touch with each other and continue to work for their greater causes. Here are a few clubs that are persevering through this difficult period and are still contributing to helping others.
Hi, my my name is Christy Chow. I am an upcoming senior at Pratt Valley High School, and I am the president of Save the Children. I started this club because I loved the message behind the organization Save the Children, and their message is to advocate for the future of children who are living internationally and nationally in rural conditions where they don't have resources to education, nutrition, shelter, and stuff like that. And it kind of goes along with my belief of how children should be able to live their best life without any obstacles in their way, stuff that we all always have, but these children do not. I did not start it because of quarantine, but I was trying to find volunteer opportunities and medical opportunities, and this kind of just fell into my lap, and that's when I decided to open up my own club for Pratt Valley High School. So the club is about advocating for the future of children through fundraising, volunteering, and donating. So fundraising, we want to raise as much as we can so we can send it out nationally to these kids. What I hope for members to be able to experience in this club is a lot of gratitude for what we have right now. A lot of these kids that need this money do not have educational resources. So one thing that we have done already is that we actually had a sticker sale to fundraise money, and that was super fun. Unfortunately, sales already ended, but I'm really proud to announce that we made about $300. My message is that you should join Save the Children if you are a strong believer in advocating for the future of children.
Hi, my name is Alexis Lee, and I am a senior here at FVHS, and I started a new club this year along with Jake Tran called We.
Hello, my name is Jake Tran. I'm an incoming senior, and I'm next year's co-president for We Club.
We Club is connected to an already existing international organization called We, and through the organization, they have a variety of programs that help with different things such as building villages, building schools, supplying running water, and we are connected through that because we get to fundraise money and send money to those international programs. But our club also allows students on our FHS campus to help locally through volunteering events.
Things that students can expect in the upcoming months include canned food drives, packages for veterans, packages for those who need it.
Well, our main goal for We Club is to gather a group of students and create a safe environment and a welcoming space where our members can step outside their comfort zones in order to gain leadership experience and skills.
On August 4th, massive explosions occurred at a port warehouse in Beirut, Lebanon. The incident left at least 154 people dead, more than 5,000 injured, and 250,000 homeless. To worsen the situation, Lebanon was already in a terrible economic crisis. Tragedies like these can seem like they're happening a world away, but they often affect people all around us. FEHS alumni Reina Youssef has family in Lebanon. We checked in with her to hear how her family was doing and how the blast affected their everyday lives.
They thought it was just an earthquake, because all they felt was the shaking of their house, because that's how big it was. They were just having a regular day, and I guess they just felt their house shake. They just, as I said, they thought it was an earthquake, and then they turned on the news, and then they found out what really happened. Thank God they were in Beirut and they're not close. I do know family friends who've had their families windows break from it, who they live in Beirut, but that's about it. My family is completely fine. We're just scared because no one knew exactly why the explosion had happened. Thought, what if they were gonna bomb other places in Lebanon? They just didn't know what was gonna happen. I had just woken up and I got the news. I didn't know it was an explosion in Lebanon until I saw more people posting about it on social media. We were just watching the news the whole time, keeping up. My family, or my parents had called our family back home just to make sure that they were safe. I texted my cousins and, we just checked up on each other. They were all in shock, but eventually they started helping each other out. I watched videos of, injured people and other people trying to help them get to the hospital. The community just coming together to clean up after the disaster had happened, and see all the donations going through and everyone talking about it and spreading the word made us it really helped us cope with it, and it helped our family back home as well. I didn't expect that much coverage to be on the explosion because usually Middle Eastern countries don't have that much coverage, but we were very happy to see that, and it warmed our hearts. We always go down there every summer, so We were lucky that we weren't like there. Maybe we would have gone to Beirut that day to just hang out. My family friends had also mentioned that they used to hang out there when they were little, because my family friends are from Beirut. So to see that happen to such a beautiful city it was unreal, to be honest. After the explosion, I realized how important Lebanon was to me, like how much it means to me. We would go down every summer, but I didn't really take into consideration that it could all go away in a second, you know? You never know what happens. It's sad to see the people who did pass away because they were young. Most of them were young. Seeing the community come out stronger after everything that they've been through, because they've been going through economical situations and stuff. So seeing them come out stronger was very inspiring. I'm very proud to be from Lebanon. And yeah, I'm just happy with the way that they're coming out of this situation.
To learn more, head to BearyNews.com to check out the full video on details regarding the explosion, Lebanon's current situation, and the ways you can help.
There are always tons of ways to help those in need. For example, FE Keywins is selling pins to support the Pediatric Trauma Program, a program that works towards providing the necessary materials and education to prevent trauma in children. To help support this cause, please visit bit.ly/FEKeywinsptppins.
Even through virtual learning, clubs are running and hosting events to help our community. If you're interested in joining a club, remember that this year's virtual club rush is on September 16th through the 18th from 1 to 1:30 p.m. Go to bit.ly/virtualclubrush2020 for more information.
Our virtual Spirit Week starts Monday with Mellow Monday. Make sure to dress up in your favorite PJs and participate in a teacher trivia at FBASB's Instagram story.
Hey seniors, don't forget to schedule an appointment for your senior portraits. To schedule a date and time, go to tinyurl/booknowprestige.
And that's a wrap on the first episode of Season 19. Thank you all so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed it.
Have a great weekend, Barons. Stay safe and stay cool. Alright.